Picture this. You're sitting in a meeting, important one. Your boss is talking. Everyone's focused. You're taking notes, nodding at the right moments, doing everything right. Then your hand starts shaking. Not dramatically, just a subtle tremor. You notice it. You try to stop it. You focus on your hand. Will it to stop? It shakes harder. You put your pen down. Try to look natural. Your leg starts bouncing under the table. You didn't tell it to do that. You try to stop it. It keeps going. Then your neck twitches. Just once. But your colleague noticed. And now you're sitting in a meeting, completely conscious, completely aware, watching your own body do things you didn't ask it to do. And you have absolutely no idea how to make it stop. Oh, hey there. Welcome back. I'm your host. Dead. Obviously. No motor control. No nervous system. Maximum clarity on exactly how humans lose control of their own bodies. Today we're talking about losing control of your body. Not metaphorically, not emotionally, literally. The moment when the connection between your brain and your body breaks down, and your body starts doing its own thing without asking permission. This happens in more ways than you think. Seizures, Parkinson's tremors, dystonia, Tourette's, alien hand syndrome. Your body has a lot of ways to go rogue, and what it feels like from the inside is one of the most terrifying experiences a human being can have. So let's find out what it actually feels like when your body stops listening to you. Here's what most people don't understand about how you control your body. You think you're in charge. You think when you decide to move your hand moves. Simple. Direct. You're the boss. You're not the boss. Your brain is running thousands of processes simultaneously that you have absolutely no conscious awareness of. Your cerebellum is constantly adjusting your balance and coordination without asking you. Your basal ganglia are smoothing out your movements without consulting you. Your brainstem is controlling your breathing, heart rate, and basic reflexes completely independently. You're not controlling your body. You're the CEO who thinks they're running the company while the actual workers do everything without telling you. And when those workers go on strike, when the systems that run your body start misfiring, that's when you find out how little control you actually have. The motor control system works like this. Your motor cortex in your brain generates the intention to move. That signal travels down your spinal cord through motor neurons to your muscles. Your muscles contract. You move. Simple, right? Except there are about 50 things that can go wrong in that chain. And when any of them do, your body starts moving in ways you didn't intend, or stops moving when you want it to, or moves in ways that are completely outside your control. Let's talk about what happens when that system breaks. All right, let's go system by system. Because losing control of your body isn't one thing, it's many things. Each one different. Each one terrifying in its own way. Scenario 1. Seizure. You're walking through a grocery store. Tuesday afternoon. Nothing special. You're checking your list. Milk, eggs, bread. Then there's a strange smell. Metallic. Wrong. Like burning copper. You've never smelled this before, but something in your brain says this smell means something. That's your aura. The warning sign some seizure patients get before a seizure hits. Your brain is already misfiring, already going wrong. But you don't know that yet. 5 seconds later, your vision goes strange, distorted, like looking through warped glass. Your thoughts fragment. You can't hold on to a complete sentence in your head. Something is very wrong. Then your body takes over. Your muscles contract simultaneously. All of them, at once, without warning. You hit the floor because every muscle in your legs fired at the same time and then released. You have no memory of falling. You're just on the floor. Your body is convulsing, rhythmic, violent. Your arms and legs jerking in patterns you have no control over. Your jaw clenching and releasing. Your back arching. And here's the thing that surprises everyone who learns about seizures. You're not there for this. You don't experience the convulsions. You don't feel the jerking. You don't feel the floor under you. You're not conscious in any meaningful way during a tonic-clonic seizure. Your brain has basically crashed, like a computer that's locked up. All the normal processes have stopped. What's left is just raw electrical activity firing randomly through your motor system, making your muscles contract in patterns that have no meaning, no purpose, no intention behind them. 30 seconds, 1 minute, 2 minutes. Your body jerks on the grocery store floor while other shoppers stare and someone calls 911 and a teenager records it on their phone. And you're not there. You're nowhere. Then it stops. Suddenly, the electrical storm in your brain burns itself out. Your muscles relax. You're on the floor, exhausted in a way you've never felt before. Every muscle in your body was just worked harder than it's ever been worked. You're soaked in sweat. You may have bitten your tongue. You may have lost control of your bladder. And you have absolutely no memory of any of it. The postictal phase hits. The after. Your brain is trying to reboot. You're conscious, but not really. Confused in a profound way. You don't know where you are. You don't know what happened. You don't know why you're on the floor of a grocery store with strangers looking at you. It takes 10 to 30 minutes to come back fully. To remember who you are, where you are, what happened. And when you do come back, you have to live with the knowledge that your body did that, without you, while you were gone. Scenario 2, Parkinson's tremor. This one is slower, quieter, more insidious. It starts with your hand. Just a slight tremor when your hand is at rest, not when you're moving it. When it's still, your brain should be sending no signals to your hand right now. It should be quiet, but it's not. In Parkinson's disease, the neurons that produce dopamine in your substantia nigra, a small region deep in your brain, are dying. Dopamine is the neurotransmitter that allows your basal ganglia to smooth out and regulate movement. Without it, your motor system loses its regulator. Signals fire when they shouldn't. Movements happen that weren't intended. The tremor is just the beginning. Over time, the rigidity sets in. Your muscles become stiff. Moving them feels like pushing through concrete. Your face loses expression not because you're not feeling emotions, but because the muscles that express emotion are no longer responding normally. You have a face, but you can't fully control it. Your gait changes. You start shuffling, taking smaller steps. Your arms stop swinging naturally when you walk, because the automatic programs that coordinate walking are breaking down. And through all of this, you are completely conscious, completely aware. You feel every tremor. You feel the stiffness. You feel your face not responding the way you want it to. You are watching your body become less and less yours, while you remain trapped inside it, fully aware, unable to stop it. This is what makes Parkinson's different from a seizure. A seizure takes you away from the experience. Parkinson's keeps you present for every single moment of it. Scenario 3, Alien Hand Syndrome. This one is rare, but it is real, and it is exactly as disturbing as it sounds. Alien hand syndrome occurs when the connection between the two hemispheres of your brain is severed, usually from surgery or stroke. What happens is that one hand starts acting independently, doing things the other hand and the conscious mind didn't intend. Your left hand buttons your shirt. Your right hand, the alien hand, unbuttons it. You button it again. It unbuttons it again. Your right hand reaches out and grabs someone's arm. You didn't tell it to do that. You didn't want it to do that. You pull it back with your left hand. It reaches out again. Patients have reported their alien hand trying to strangle them in their sleep, slapping them in the face, undoing work they were doing with their other hand, fighting against them constantly. And the terrifying part? You can feel the hand. It's your hand. It's attached to your body. It's warm. It responds to touch. But it has its own agenda, and you cannot stop it. The philosophical implications alone are enough to keep you awake at night. If your hand is doing things you didn't intend and cannot control, is it still your hand? Is it still part of you? Who is controlling it if not you? Your brain. Just not the part of your brain that is you. So what does losing control of your body actually feel like from the inside? For seizures, survivors describe the aura as deeply unsettling, a sense of unreality, of wrongness, of knowing something terrible is about to happen but being unable to prevent it, and then nothing. A gap, and then waking up on the floor confused and exhausted and deeply, profoundly embarrassed in a way that has nothing to do with vanity and everything to do with the violation of losing control of yourself in public. For tremors and movement disorders, the experience is one of constant frustration and grief, reaching for a glass and watching your hand shake, writing and watching your handwriting deteriorate, trying to walk and feeling your feet shuffle when you want them to stride. You know exactly what you want your body to do. You can visualize it perfectly, and your body simply refuses. For alien hand syndrome survivors describe a horror that is almost impossible to put into words. The hand is yours. You can feel it, but it has intentions that are not your intentions. It wants things you don't want. It does things you didn't decide to do. The boundary between self and not self, the most fundamental boundary of human experience, has broken down. One patient described it as having a very rude roommate living in your own hand. Another said it felt like being haunted from the inside. Here's where the numbers become real. Epilepsy affects approximately 50 million people worldwide. 1 in 26 Americans will develop epilepsy at some point in their lifetime. About 3.4 million Americans currently live with active epilepsy, and 1 in 3 of those people have seizures that cannot be controlled with medication. Parkinson's disease affects approximately 10 million people worldwide, 1 million in the United States alone. It is the fastest growing neurological disorder in the world, and every single one of those people is experiencing, to varying degrees, the loss of control of their own body while remaining fully conscious. Movement disorders as a category, including dystonia, essential tremor, Tourette syndrome, and others, affect tens of millions more, many of them undiagnosed, many of them suffering alone because the symptoms are invisible until they're not. And here's what makes all of this worse. There is no cure for most of these conditions. There are treatments, medications that help, deep brain stimulation that can reduce tremors dramatically, therapies that can improve function, but the underlying conditions, the misfiring neurons, the dying dopamine cells, the severed connections, these don't heal. You manage. You adapt. You find ways to live inside a body that doesn't fully cooperate. And you do it while remaining completely conscious, completely aware, completely present for every moment of it. So there you have it, losing control of your body. Not the metaphorical kind, the real kind. The kind where you watch your hand shake and you cannot make it stop. The kind where you wake up on a grocery store floor with no memory of the last 2 minutes. The kind where your own hand has its own agenda and you are just along for the ride. Here's the thing though, the people who live with these conditions every day are doing something that requires more courage than most of us will ever need. They're showing up, living their lives, working their jobs, raising their kids, in bodies that don't cooperate, with minds that are fully present for every moment of the struggle. That's not weakness. That's the opposite of weakness. If you ever feel your body doing something you didn't ask it to do, get it checked. Tremors, twitches, episodes of confusion, moments of absence. These are your body sending signals. Don't ignore them. Hit subscribe if you want more videos about the most dramatic things your brain and body can do without asking your permission. I've got plenty of material. I'm dead. I've got nothing but time and an extremely detailed understanding of how humans lose control of themselves. And hey, next time your leg falls asleep and you can't control it for 30 seconds, that's just a preview. A very mild, very temporary preview. Trust me on that one.